Welcome to Deals Friday. My name is Nick Clark from Jenic, helping you profit from UK property with minimal time effort. I'm a professional property investor and sourcing agent and have been for the last 8 years. And Deals Friday, we're going to be diving in detail and looking into the numbers of current deals that we've got going on at the moment in refurbishments, as well as looking at deals that have actually completed so we can get exact numbers so you know exactly what you're getting from your money and how to profit from UK property with minimal time effort. Not only that, we'll be diving into the strategies behind it and why the clients actually chose those properties and how they fit their goals moving forward. On top of that, we'll be looking at the services behind that and how they're able to profit from UK property and buy UK properties from anywhere in the world right now. That being said, this is Deals Friday and let's get started with this week's episode. Welcome to this week's Deals Friday episode number 3. We're going to be going in today is a 3-bedroom mid-terrace property based in the northeast of England, and they basically want to get their money working for them in high yield properties for monthly profit. So let's dive into the figures and the rest of the actual property. So the purchase price of this property was £51,500. And the refurb of the property is £10,500. That's exactly what it came into. This property is completed, it's rented out, and the investor is very, very happy with it. So let's dive into the refurb quickly so you can see exactly what that entails and what they got for their money. So as you can see with the refurb, we got strip out was needed with the actual property, also full decoration through the whole property. It was very, very dated. Kitchen very, very dated. That needs stripping out. The bathroom needed stripping out. Old avocado kind of bathroom. So the new kitchen, new bathroom needed to go in, as well as the bathroom obviously fully tiled as well, and flooring throughout the whole property. So making sure there's a good quality underlay and a good quality carpet so it lasts a very, very long time. The external paintwork needed doing as well. So the porch was old and brown painted kind of porch. So that's been all stripped down and then obviously repainted to a nice grey finish, making it very, very modern. Now, the gas certificates were done on this property as well as the electrical certificates. And obviously some internal doors were replaced in the property as well because they were just old dated, so they all needed replacing from there. New door handles, perfect, looks great, the property when it's finished. The strategy for this property is a buy-to-let property. It's a 3-bedroom mid-terrace property. Now the tenant profile is actually a working mum, okay? So single working mum, she works part-time and then obviously gets benefits to obviously subsidize the rest of her income. So the rent that she's paying is £500 per month, and they're on a 6-month AST. Now normally what our letting agents recommend, and normally what we do personally as well, is when we've got a new tenant going in, put them on a 6-month AST and then see how they go, and if they're happy with that, we'll renew for another 6 months, and then at the 12 months we'll normally renew for say a 12-month kind of contract from there. So make sure that you do get at least a 6-month AST in there, protects you, as well as making sure the tenant knows they've got good quality home to live in moving forward. So let's dive into the rental figures right now. So this property was rented out for £500 per calendar month. If they and a mortgage on the property when they purchased it, that mortgage at 4% interest only, rough estimate per month would be £128.75. That's based on putting 25% deposit down. However, they decided to buy this cash, which I'll jump into those figures a bit later on. The management fee specifically is £60 per calendar month. That's 12% of the actual rent. That gets deducted off the monthly rent just before it gets transferred to you. So the monthly profit estimate on this property as it stands is £311.25 if you had a mortgage on it and you purchased that with the mortgage. The yield estimate performance on this property based on the purchase price is 11.65%, which is a fantastic result, okay? Considering that actually London properties and southern properties are actually going to get a lot lower than that, probably around about 3 to 4%. And even if we're looking at countries outside of the UK, they're probably around about that 2, 3, 4% mark as well. So being able to have your cash in a property to leverage it, to get it working harder for you than sitting in your banks as well. The annual profit estimate for this property is £3,735, which is a great annual profit on this property, considering if you're left in the bank, you're probably getting a couple of £100, if that. So the investor for this property, actually based in London, they're actually an IT technician, very great at what they do and they actually love what they do. However, what they, again, frustrated with is actually seeing their money accumulating in the bank, but actually not getting any interest from it. With current banks at the moment at 0.5% to 2%, if you're lucky, per annum, they wanted to get the money into property, start working and growing their wealth. So what they decided to do is they obviously wanted to get high yield with monthly profits, and that's the strategy that we're moving forward with buy-to-lets. Now this client of ours was actually referred to us by a previous client, which is great. We got a lot of referrals from our existing clients as well, but they've actually invested and they're coming on to their second property now with us. So the cash that they actually put into this property was £69,145. But if they bought it with a mortgage, put a 25% deposit down, the total cash that they actually put into it will be £30,520. So the service that we provide on this one is a full service, okay, which means that we actually found the property, we negotiated to the accepted price, and then we actually take him through the whole process. It means that our client, because he had actually no time, could put minimal time effort into it. We went viewing properties, we made sure that we actually dealt with vendors directly, negotiating deals. They didn't have to do any of that, okay? They didn't have to keep track of offers, resubmitting them, and the list just goes on and on and on. So it means they could actually put minimal time effort in there. On top of that, what we actually offered is a project management service where we charge 10% of the refurb cost, and that way we can actually project manage the property, deal with the builders directly, deal with any phone calls, chasing up with any photos, any updates, etc. So they actually know that they don't have to worry about coming up, checking the refurb, etc., snagging it, making sure that everything's done on time and on budget. Now, what we also do is we work closely with management teams, so letting agents, so where they actually rent out the property. So they experts in that area, and that's where they come in to be able to rent this property out for our actual clients. So for this summary for Deals Friday, episode number three, is we looked at a three-bedroom mid-terrace property, and that was based in the northeast. It's a high yield property that they wanted, and also for monthly profits. Our investor was based in London, which is great. It means they could be completely hands-off and have minimal time involvement. Now, if you got cash that you want to profit from UK property and put it into property, then definitely reach out to us. And you want to have that with minimal time effort because you don't have the time, then certainly reach out to us, okay? You can reach out to us on info@jenicproperty.com. That's info@jenicproperty.com. Or you can reach out to me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Just type in Property with Nick Clark. That's NICCLARK, Property with Nick Clark. Otherwise, you can head to our website at jenicproperty.com, and that way we'll be able to book in a call. Let's have a consultation and see exactly how we can help you move forward and profit from UK property with minimal time involvement. Remember, you don't have to necessarily live in the UK. You can be lived outside the UK to actually buy houses in the UK, and we take care of that whole process for you. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Nick Clark from Jenic, helping you profit from UK property. See you soon on the next Deals Friday.